Hello again, I'm Mrs. Parent from Beardsley Library, and we're getting ready to make our little hand puppet duck craft. Quack, 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 quack. So why don't you join me? We'll angle this camera down and see what supplies we need. Here we go. All right, so all you need is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. This one has holes cut in it, but it's okay because that's going to be on the inside of our puppet. You're going to need a pencil, a black marker, some glue stick, maybe a different color, yellow or orange for the beak, and some white so we can cut our circles again for the eyes. You can see where I cut circles already for his eyes in this example. So here he is. He's going to sit here watching. We'll get our scissors out and let's begin. So we'll move everything off of this. So here's your paper. This is how we're going to fold it. We're going to fold it in thirds. So we're going to fold it over. So then if you kind of eyeball and see that this side now is the same as this side, or almost the same in length, and then fold this over. You can always, I might want to redo that a little bit. You can just try again. So you could see where I folded it before. I'll just fold it a little less. So it doesn't have to be perfect though. Not at all. Okay, so then you fold the other side over. So then you've got a long piece of the paper that's going to be the body. Then take the bottom, fold it all the way up to the top. And crease, crease, crease. Remember, we like our creases. Press everything down. Okay, so did you see that so far? Then take that top part that you folded down and fold that back. Crease, crease, crease. Flip it over. Here's the bottom part again. Fold it back. And what do? We creased, creased, creased. There we go. So then it looks like, this. So we're going to put his beak on, his eyes, and maybe a little tuft of hair at the top. Okay, so the part that opens up in a V that you can see dented in like this, that is the top. That's going to be the top. So let's place this down and we'll get going cutting out our beak. This little ducks have like a little rounded beak. It's not always that pointy like a bird might be. So you can see where I cut out his beak before. So I'm going to try to cut out the same shape again. So I'll take that off of there. And since you're going to need a bottom and a top beak, you want to fold your piece of construction paper over in half and then cut out a beak. That will probably be about, the same, almost the same length of your body that you folded in half here. Okay, so we're just going to cut in and cut around. Maybe you can have somebody help you do this if you don't like to use scissors. Okay, so then I just cut up and around and make it little beaks like this. So that's going to be his top beak and his bottom beak. See, it's a little bit of a rounded shape instead of a pointy shape like a triangle. All right, what else might he need? We can still use this piece of paper, unfold it, and we can make a little funny tuft of hair at the top. See his little tuft of hair? So you can make that, it's really feathers. You can make that any shape that you want. Just put, here, I'll get a little piece off of here. I just kind of made it a little bit shaped, like a little tuft of feather that would stick off the top of his head. So a little point up and down and up and down. I kind of curved it a little bit too. It's kind of fun to make whatever you want for his little tuft of hair. Tuft of hair is a feather at the top. There, that's gonna work. I'm gonna just fold it a little bit so that I could put glue along the bottom of it. So I made a little crease so I could put glue along the bottom of it. So I could put that at the top of this accordion shaped paper that we have here for his body. Then let's do his eyes. We're good at circles. We again folded a piece of paper in half so we can make 2 eyes at the same time. So cut our circles, go round, round, round. They don't have to be huge, but they don't have to be teeny tiny either. Whatever shape that you want for his eyes that will fit on this top area here. So we get all our pieces ready, and then we can put him together. So let's draw the inside of his eye, just like we did here. So we draw another circle inside with our marker, and I'm using black, but if you decide you want to have blue-eyed duck, you can do whatever you want, a little green-eyed duck, whatever color that you want to put for his eyes. Certainly use your imagination. We like doing that, don't we? So then another circle for the inside of this eye. We're also going to put, draw on his little, he's got little nostrils that we're going to draw on too after we glue everything together. And maybe some little lines to the left and right of his eye, because that's where there's a little indentation that ducks have on their heads. So all our pieces are ready. So get your glue stick. Let's put his beak on, just like we did here. So we put some glue along the long straight edge and put it on this part of his head. See, we want to be able to have a mouth. So it's shaped like an M like this. So the one side of the M you're going to put a beak, and then at the other side of the M you're going to put the bottom beak. A letter M, huh? So then put the bottom beak on. You want them to kind of match up. You don't want them to have too much of an overbite or an underbite. So see, quack, 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 quack. Well, let's get his eyes on now. So we got his eyes already. We'll put some glue on this one and glue on this one and put his eyes on. There we go. Just like that. Pat everything down so it will stick. And here's our little tuft of feathers that we want for the top. You can make them a lot longer than this. And so then where we folded it, you can just put that right on the top of his head so you could see where that went. And then we like to do little tiny nostrils so he can breathe. Here's his beak. So right down here at the bottom, we'll just put a little line here and a little line on this side to make his nostrils. And then it's kind of fun. We'll put some little lines on either side of his eyes, and it gives it kind of a beak, the head look of a real duck, where their heads go in that way, but we're just having a square head for this little hand puppet. So let me show you this side of it. Once you get used to doing this, you'll see that there's a pocket at the top, and there's a pocket at the bottom that you can put your fingers in. So you put your 3 fingers in the top. See how I'm doing that? 3 fingers in the top, my thumb in the bottom, and quack, 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 quack. I want some worms to eat. When is it going to be spring? Yay! So here's our 2 little ducks that we made. They'll bounce around here, and you can have a fun time with your ducks at home. You can make more than one. You can make them bigger or smaller, however you want. And you can make them out of different colored paper too. So I hope you enjoyed that craft. I enjoyed being with you, and you take care. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.